people who want to know what is the KeithAndrewNetwork, the whole point of my talk show is to show you that even with having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities, and never give up and prove people wrong. Prove to them that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be, so prove them to still amount to something. So the first question I want to ask the beautiful and talented Natalin is, tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm Natalin Luke. I'm an actor, model, dancer, and singer. I love the ocean. I'm an Instagram influencer, I think since maybe 4 years ago. Yeah, that's it's really as much as I.
That's you. That's you.
Yeah, that's really me.
I do have one request. Is there a way you can tilt your camera down because it's cutting you off halfway?
Oh, okay. Here, how's that? Is that good?
Perfect.
Okay.
And now box two, what do you tell us about yourself?
Me? I'm a former police officer, and I'm retired, and now I'm an actor. I've been in a few movies and TV series, both here in Iceland, US, and upcoming in Europe, in Switzerland, filming in Switzerland, a new movie. Will be excited. I'm a world traveler, former Secretary General for International Police Association. Don't worry, Natalin. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Yeah, perfect. So this is how it's going to work. Each of you will answer. You have 5 minutes to answer, and we have 15 questions to go over. And it's all about the entertainment world and acting. So the first one I want to ask you is, what is the biggest change you want to make in your acting career? And box two, we're going to start with you.
I would say in my acting career, when I started first, I was not sure what I was going into. I totally did not know anything about it. But after I went to the academy, I finished that and started to be in front of the camera. Oh, that's my biggest challenge and biggest thing. I never regret what I did. From what do you call it, retiredness from police to whole otherwise.
No, absolutely. And let me ask you just one question. Is what made you, when you retired from being a police officer, what made you want to be an actor?
That was when I was invited to LAPD once in 1981, a long time ago. And my colleagues, they were bodyguards for celebrities, and they invited me up to the Beverly Hills. I met there lots of celebrities there, and we talk, and they said, "What are you going to do when you will be retired?" I said, "I don't know." I looked around and see all the fancy things up there. I said, "Maybe this is my future here." And that's why I started that. Went to the academy a few years after I retired, and now I'm not like them, but my goal is to be like them. I have been very lucky to get a role in the movies. I have 3 upcoming movies.
No, absolutely. And now, Natalin, same question for you.
Okay, so the question was, what do I want to like? Wait,
Yeah, no problem. What is the biggest change you want to make in your acting career?
Biggest change. I think for me, I just want to get more successful than I already am and just have fun with it. Right now, I take acting like way too seriously, and it just makes it a lot harder for me. So I kind of want to get more comfortable and just get more successful, I guess.
I hear you. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And sometimes I do take it too seriously, but you have to realize you are your own worst enemy. If you're able to look into yourself in the mirror with a smile and you feel good about yourself, then you're doing the right thing. We're also being joined by Debra Cohen. We're just waiting for her audio to join with us. She's also in the entertainment world. But while we're waiting for her mic to connect, I'm going to go to the next question for both of you.
There you go.
Oh, now hey, it works right here.
Hello.
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 So, Deborah, the first question I want to ask you is what we were just talking about. What is the biggest change you want to make in your acting career?
Well, I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing because my mother just passed away, and I was thinking about either moving out of Florida and either going to Atlanta or to LA.
Well, first off, I send
Just
my
an idea.
condolences.
Thank you. Yeah, I was her caretaker for a long time, so anyways.
No, I understand. And well, at least you're here among friends, so that should help you with your grief. I know it's not a lot, but it's the thought that matters. It's the thought that counts.
Of course. Thank you.
So the next question I want to ask you, and by the way, you will be box number 3. Next question I want to ask you, checking off a list of 15, is what are some of the best acting advice you have ever gotten? And Deborah, I'm going to start off with you.
Best acting advice. Just go with the flow. I don't know. I just keep going, don't stop, stuff like that. Just try to make it as real as possible. I don't know. It's like acting. It's it starts with improving and stuff like that. So you have to just go with the flow with what's going on in the situation.
No, absolutely. What about you, Natalin?
The best acting advice. Let's see. I'm going to do something my acting coach actually told me recently. And it was to become that character, you need to use personal experiences to make it realer and make it, fuller and a better scene. I think that's the best acting advice I've gotten, mostly because it works. It really does, especially when you're doing sad or angry scenes. Yeah.
It's always better to be real than phony, because if you're being phony, it will show up on the camera.
Right.
And now we're going back to my friend in Iceland. What about you?
Yeah. I was told when I started that be relaxed, and many of the young people have come to me because I started acting when I was only retired, and I asked them, "Am I too old for it?" And they said, "No, you're never too old." But my advice is, I got the advice from the directors that just be yourself. When you go into the movie, you go into the character, and you step out of the characters when you finish, and just relax and don't look into the camera, and just be yourself.
Yeah, it's funny you should mention that. There's a line in Friends. It's actually a blooper, actually. When I think Joey walked on camera, it's like if I'm walking towards Natalin, I'm supposed to stare at Natalin. but Joey's actually staring at the camera. So as I'm walking in, you're staring at the camera. I'm like, it's good if you want to say you want to break the fourth wall. It's like, hey, I'm on TV, but you're actually have
Here I
to
am.
stay focused on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
But the other question, and I'm going to throw out here, is I have a lot of great questions I'm going to ask both of you. But with everything that you accomplish, and Adam, I'm going to start with you. You are an influencer, and you are one of my brand ambassadors, and I thank you for that. And you have done so much. Recently, you are actually on Darman. Some Darman's videos are really good. Some of them I kind of scratch my head about, but it is really, really good, and I'm really proud of you that you're on it. So the question I want to ask you is, what are some of your favorite career highlights?
Oh my gosh, I have so many. These past few years have been like so amazing for me, especially being on Darman. That was one of my favorite experiences ever. That and Disney Channel. I really loved Disney Channel. They were so kind, and it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. Let's see. Yeah, I think those are the biggest ones I've done, but I also love doing local commercials out here as well. It's always super great to do that. And I really love every site I've been on because they're all just so kind.
Were you on Disney first time when you interviewed, or was that something new?
That is new. I did it last year.
Oh, congrats. So what were you doing on Disney?
I did Disney's Magic Bake Off episode 1.
Oh, nice. I definitely love to see that. Now, I'm a big fan of Disney. If it's something good, but to be honest, I don't really watch that much TV because I'm preoccupied networking. But I will definitely, if I know someone who's been on there, I definitely make time for that. Now, Deborah, what about you? What were some of your favorite career highlights?
Well, the first one was this American Crime Story, the assassination of Gianni Versace. I was in the first episode. There was a couple scenes I was in. The first scene was where the guy who was playing my husband, Greg Pitts, he asked for his autograph for Gianni Versace, and he turns us down. And then the next scene is basically me going behind the crime scene tape and stealing his blood on the magazine cover and going back to my husband like it was a souvenir. It was kind of sick. It was actually on TMZ and stuff like that, so that was kind of crazy. And the next big thing was in the movie The Beach Bum. I played alongside with Matthew McConaughey and Martin Lawrence in the scene. So it was me and my family. It was fun. I got to spend the day with them. 2 days with them and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. And how about yourself?
And get to be on the red carpet in LA. So that was pretty awesome. That was the first big, first thing for me, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty, an experience.
Yeah, it's perfect. What about box number 2? What was some of your career highlights?
I was 7 years bodyguard for Sandra Bullock, and I stayed with her until she got married to this gentleman, Jesse James. Then I quit, and then I have in episode in Flight Attendant, which is a new series, which we are taking up here in Iceland. I was in there. I met their character in there, the main character, and yeah, it's my highlights of my career, both in the police and in the acting.
Isn't Flight Attendant with Katie Coco?
Yeah. She
I
was
love
here.
her. She's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, she was. She was. They were here for 14 days filming this episode in a bar. It was very, very nice.
Did you actually get the chance to talk to Katie Coco?
Yeah. We was joking and making fun. It was fantastic.
Hey, if you can put a good word in for me, I would love to have her on the show. I'm a big fan of the Big Bang Theory.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So the next one I want to ask you, it's going to be 2 questions. Remember, each of you have 5 minutes. So I'm going to start with Natalin. First one I'm going to ask you is, what is your claim to fame? And the second question is, how comfortable are you teasing people?
Okay, what was my claim to fame?
Yes.
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned you're a brand ambassador, you were on Doorman, you're on Disney. What do you think you will become famous for?
Ooh, hopefully acting. I really hope it's acting. I'm extremely passionate about it, and that's exactly what I want to do. Yeah, I think it would be acting most likely.
And how comfortable are you teasing other people? Like, yeah, I know you're still in school, but how comfortable are you teaching your classmates if they want to take acting lessons from you?
100%. If that's what a casting director wants me to do, if that's what the director wants me to do, I'm totally fine with it, honestly. It's not like I'm actually teasing them. It's most likely just, improv or doing a script. So I'm completely comfortable with it.
Well, you don't have to be, kind of, not like, I don't think you carry yourself like, well, I'm on Disney and I'm on this. You think you have like a chip on your shoulder? Like you're kind of like a badass? Or do you just consider yourself, I'm the same person who I always was?
I honestly think I'm really nothing super special. I feel like I've been the same most of my life. I don't think I'm really I don't really brag about things I've been on unless somebody really asked me to. I'm just kind of the same person I've always been.
And that's how you should be. And now, box 2, we're going to go to the same question for you. What is your claim to fame, and how comfortable are you teasing people?
Yeah, I think the upcoming movie will be taken in Switzerland now this summer. No Time to Think. It's an action thriller movie, and another movie called what it called? It's called The Lost Ship. It's about time of Hitler. These two movies I think I will be known for. And teasing, I'm not good for teasing people. I never do it. If people wants to have something from me, they can get from me. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Deborah?
I'm trying to say, I would say I'll probably break more into comedy. That's my passion. I mean, I do drama and all that stuff, but yeah, comedy, I would say, would probably be my claim to fame. Teasing people, I always have fun with people on set and stuff like that. Everybody knows me, like when it comes to we all have fun. So we're, if we tease each other,
Oh, it isn't a question I did want to clarify. It's not teasing, it's teaching.
Oh, teaching. Oh, I'm sorry.
Teaching. Oh.
Yes.
That's all otherwise.
I thought you said teasing. I'm like,
yeah, I thought also, yeah.
Teaching, yeah, teaching. I mean, I help people, all the time on set. So I mean, like a lot of new people on set, they want to, be geared in the right direction. So a lot of people tell them to come to me, I tell them, this is where you have to do first, and that the next step. And, if you need any more information, let me know. I'll help you out and stuff like that,
Yeah,
So I
absolutely.
try to gear in the right direction.
Now we will go back
Yeah,
to our other two guests, and so
yeah,
I
that's
do
what
apologize.
yeah, that was I have been in helping new students when they what do you call it, in the school of arts. They contact me and I come to them and I help them making their movies in when they are what do you call it, getting out of the school. I help them with a camera and help them to act for free. And that's what I do. I'm very, they know they can call me and I will be there by the side. They trust me and they want to have me by the side.
No, absolutely. And Natalin?
Okay. So I'm obviously 100% on board with teaching people, especially when it comes to acting. I love teaching people theater. I love teaching people how to improv. It's always been like one of the things that helped me as an actor as well. Yeah, so I'm completely comfortable teaching people.
No, absolutely. Now, the next question I want to ask both of you is, how comfortable are you speaking in front of a group of people? Now, all you are in the entertainment world. Do you have stage fright? Do you have to pump yourself up? Natalin, I will start off with you. How comfortable are you speaking in front of a large group of people?
It really depends what the group of people is. When I'm in an audition and it's a group full of like adults and casting directors, I kind of tend to get nervous. So I usually hype myself up before I go into the audition. But if it's like a group of people my age or people I know, I'm comfortable.
Well, I give you actually, I will save it for the end of the show. And then now we go box number 2.
Yeah, I feel fine. I'm very comfortable talking to people. I have talked to people, lots of people, both in here in acting and yeah, I feel comfortable to talk to people. I'm not shy or not, absolutely not.
What about you, Deborah?
A long time ago, I used to get a little, stage fright sometimes. I used to do singing and dancing and all that stuff on stage. And I don't know, like I was working at a nursing home, so I basically practiced in front of them as my audience. So I've gotten better, speaking in front of different people and like, a lot of people. So yeah, it's gotten better within time.
No, absolutely. I was going to give my 2 cents before, but I can say now. Reason I do double interviews, it's because after you do one-on-one interviews, okay, if I really enjoy who I'm talking to, like you guys, then, it's fine. But after 900 plus episodes of one-on-one, it's kind of like, okay, it's boring. So I like to change it up, double interviews, group interviews. So this is actually practice for me and practice for you guys as well, saying, hey, you didn't know it was going to be a group interview. Now, Natalin, obviously we talked before, but you're now comfortable talking to 3 people at once. And, box 2, same thing. You've been in the business a long time, so you're an expert, and also you're an expert as well. So it's always good to say, if you can talk, well, let me ask you this in a different way. Or is it comfortable saying you're in your own space? Or do you think when you actually stand there in person, it's a different point of view because you're actually occupying the same space? Or is it the same thing in general? If you're comfortable at one thing, you got to be comfortable at something else. And box 2, I'll give you that one.
I think it's for me, it's the same, totally the same. There's the same if you are in front of people or whatever. There's no different.
And Deborah?
Of course, when you're talking in front of a larger group of people, you know that their presence is there. So I mean, you gotta like just as I said, keep on going with the flow and try not to be so nervous. I mean, they're listening, to you. So I mean, yeah, they're here to, obviously want to hear what you have to say. So, so that's a good thing.
And Natalin?
For me, I think it's also the same. I feel like still talking online and talking in front of people, I feel like it's basically the same thing, even though when you're talking online, you're like not interacting with each other the same way you would in real life. I don't know.
Well, I do notice your eyes dodge over to your right. So I hope to keep your focus. No, that's not just trying to point that out, but I'm just messing with you. But yeah, I do have a couple questions for you guys off the air. But the last question I want to ask all of you is: are you on social media? Are you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn? How can your fans and listeners get in touch with you? And where are you heading to next? And Deborah, I'm going to start with you.
Well, I am on Facebook. I have 2 accounts. Just Debra Cohen is one of them. And then there's actress Debra Cohen, if you want to see some of my work and stuff like that. Instagram, Debra Cohen actress. And that's where I usually keep it at. I mean, because I don't know, I have a Twitter account, but I'm never on it, I'll be honest. I don't even understand what that is, the whole situation is.
Oh, perfect. And don't worry, your Instagrams will be on the bottom of the screen. What about you, Box 2?
I am on Facebook under Einar Haraldsson, and I am on Instagram, Einar Haraldsson Official. I'm on IMDb, MMDB, and I am also have a website, www.einarharaldsson.com.
Oh, perfect. And last but not least, Natalin.
Yes, I'm on like most social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, that's Natalin Luke Official. On TikTok, I'm Natalin_official. I try to keep it the same for everything. On YouTube, I have an account from like 7 years ago that I'm probably gonna start posting on. That's just Natalin Luke Official. And I'm pretty sure I do have a Twitter account. I just don't use it.
And one thing, well, for me, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And that's the one thing I will say, you should definitely get a LinkedIn. Not now, but eventually you should get one. It's because it's really good.
I do have a LinkedIn, and I do have an IMDb page, which is
me too.
And I do have a YouTube as well, but I don't know. I post sometimes. I have a YouTube different things on there.
Well, wrapping up our talk show, it was a real honor and privilege having you guys on the show. The one thing I do want to promote, if you guys want to write this down to your calendar, is June 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern. It will be the 9-year anniversary of the KeithAndrewNetWork. If you guys are watching on YouTube, hit that notification, hit that bell icon. You will be notified when brand new interviews and content of the KeithAndrewNetWork will be up and ready. Stay tuned. I will have some more brand ambassador work for you guys. If you guys are still interested, we're also this will be shared on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I think that's really about it. It will be on Facebook, obviously, on YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. 4 websites, that's all we really need. You don't need to go crazy with it. But I really appreciate you guys taking time. I just want to say thank you, and until we meet again, catch you later.